everyone, it's Crystal, and today I'm going to go over the what the heck did I read for the months of January and February. Now, I did get into a little bit of a reading slump for February, so the majority of these books are going to be from January. So if you guys are interested in seeing what caught my attention the last couple months, just keep watching. For the month of January, I ended up finishing the Scott Michael series about the alchemist Nicholas Flamel. They were fabulous books. I read the last 5 of 6, and if you guys had watched my videos prior to, you knew that they were one of my favorite reads for the year of 2016. I highly recommend getting into them. It's totally different than the Nicholas Flamel that we're familiar with Harry Potter, because Nicholas Flamel actually was a person in real life, and therefore this author decided to take him in a different direction. He is still an immortal, but it tells the story of the ending and near ending of his life and all the gods that he has fought with over so many years and hides things from come back to finally get their information / revenge. Really good series. I would recommend it. It is definitely young adult. It's an easy read, and if you like any sort of urban fantasy adventure, definitely take a look. In the month of January, I also read the second book in the Annette Blair mystery series called Death by Diamonds. So again, we go back to vintage couture, that's the word, couture clothing, and her having psychic visions with it. There's a murder. It was just a perfect little candy mystery, and I love it, so I recommend reading it. It definitely goes into her establishing her business more. There's even a special ball that she throws on the property, which is really fun, and it's just an enjoyable read. Okay guys, the last book that I read for January is harking back to some of my first loves of reading, and it is the Meredith Gentry series by Laurel K. Hamilton. I finally read A Shiver of Light, and it is the 9th book in the series. Now, when the series was first being written, there were only supposed to be 8 books. That's it. So when the 9th book came out, all of us diehards were super duper excited for it, but then we get back into it, and I remember why I was kind of ready to be done with the series. They had wrapped everything up, and this felt more like just trying to push too far with the book in an unnecessary way. And Laurel K. Hamilton has a tendency with her Gentry series to take a pretty substantial sized book and make it into something that happens in less than 24 hours. So there's a lot of detail, and it almost drags the story a little bit. I still really appreciated getting back into that world. I missed the characters. It was so nice to see them evolve past the actually them having children, and so you got to meet the kids and everything. But I feel it was almost an unnecessary addition to the series. So I loved it, but unless you are a diehard, it's probably not worth paying for the book. Maybe get it from the library. That's my feeling on it. And then in February, I only read 2 books, like I said. One of the reasons because I was in Florida for 10 days, and we were in Disney World, and we were in Universal Studios and Harry Potter, and that took up a lot of my time, and I'm not going to be ashamed for it. So yeah, I did not get as much reading done as I had hoped. I had also started a number of books, got a third to halfway through them, but they were not grabbing my attention. So I decided it was time for me to put those down. It was not worth forcing myself to read them, because it just must not have been time in my head. So I did read 2 books for the month of February, and the first one that I read was the 4th book in the Brandon Mull series that I am in love with, Fable Haven. That one is The Keys to the Demon Prison, and I didn't know at the time when I read it that it was a wrap-up book of the series. So I went into it being like, yes, I'm gonna get back into Brandon Mull and that whole Fable Haven storyline. found out it was the end, which made me a little sad. I was hoping they were going to continue it, but it did do a good job of wrapping everything up. But I was kind of sad to see it go. So the other book that I picked up was the other Brandon Mull book, and I started The Candy Shop War, which I did a review of. It was my first attempt at a 60-second review, so if you're interested, check it down below. It's a standalone book. He has made other Candy Shop War books since then, but it wasn't originally intended to be a series, so it could be a standalone book. It was fun, not the same level as Fablehaven. My heart goes out to Fablehaven, and so that's going to be near and dear to me. But Candy Shop War was a good book too. That was more of an urban fantasy, definitely modern, small town, and it was enjoyable, but didn't have the same sparkle. And those are my books for January and February. If you guys have read them, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Get the comments going down below, as well as give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all the social media. And as always, this is a Geek by Numbers affiliate channel, so check out Geek by Numbers, and you guys have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.